मृत्तिका संरक्षण लगी आसु पॉलिसी सॉइल इकोलॉजी को निज इस्ताहार रखंतु राजनैतिक दल सेव द सॉइल संपर्क में परामर्श दे यह कहते सद्गुरु परिवेश सुरक्षा प्रति ध्यान न देले आगकू असुविधारे पड़िबा आमर परपीढ़ी प्रकृतिर नियम अनुसार वर्षा जल माटी को न गले बन्या हेब जदि आमे माटीर सुरक्षा करबा जत्न नेबा तेबे बन्या मरुड़ी हेब नाही एथिप्रति एबेठू जत्नवान नहेले परपीढ़ी को डेरी हो जाइथिबो ओटीवी फोरसाइट 2022 रे सामिल हुई सद्गुरु यह चेताई देछंती से आहुरी मध्य कहते 90 दशक एक जातिसंघ एजेन्सी चिंताजनक तथ्य देथिला 2025 रे तमिलनाडु संपूर्ण मरुड़ीग्रस्त होइजिबो सत जानिबाकू से सारा तमिलनाडु बुली देखिथिले तेबे 2025 नुहे ता पूर्वरु ए सबु घटिबो बोली तांकू अनुभूत होइथिला तेबे ଏହା ପରେ से सारा तमिलनाडु व्यापक कार्यक्रम करथिले एवं लक्ष लक्ष संख्यार वृक्षरोपण पर एबे तमिलनाडु 10 रु 11% ग्रीनलैंड बढ़ी जाइतिबा सद्गुरु कहते प्रतिवर्ष विश्व में 27,000 उद्भिद प्रजाति निश्चिन्न हो जाउछंती जदि आम एबेठू चेष्टा करिबा ताहाले 15 रु 20 वर्ष रे एहा परिवर्तन होई पारिबो बोली कहछंती सद्गुरु।
We are in a cusp of time. Right now, if we act, in the next 10 to 15 or 20 years' time, we can make a significant turnaround. Still, we are in that place. But let us say we let it pass for another 30 to 40 years. After 40 years, if you try to turn it back, the loss of biodiversity, the way it is happening, most of the FAO scientists are saying on an average 27,000 species are going extinct per year. At this rate, in 40 years' time, we would have reached a place where if we want to turn around the soil, it will take 150 to 200 years, which will be a disaster for human civilizations on the planet. So, as a generation, we have a responsibility, we need a commitment, and above all, I also see it as a privilege that we as a generation are in a cusp of time, that if we have the necessary commitment and courage to make this happen, we can turn this around. It's not some rocket science, it can be done. But if we allow this to go to the next generation, they will not be able to turn it around because it would have reached that point where turning it around is very difficult. We are already in the process of writing to all the heads of state. We are sending a soil policy document, 100 ways or hundreds of ways as to how to regenerate soil in different regions, different soil types, different latitudinal positions, different economic conditions and different farming traditions. In all this, how to do, for each country we are writing a recommendation policy, which we are handing it over to all the heads of state through the United Nations. And apart from that, we are also writing to 730 political parties on the planet. We are urging them to make soil and ecology part of their election manifestos, part of their manifestos to whatever they wish to do, because it doesn't get in there, then it's not going to happen. For this to happen, see, after all, political parties and governments are trying to fulfill people's mandate. So people have to speak. Till now, people have never spoken. So people have to speak. If 3 to 3.5 billion raise their voice and say, save soil at least once, this means political parties and governments cannot ignore that. They will not ignore the voice of 60% of the electorate, nobody will do that.